Alright, first off, we'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of GMS, Stone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways. I preach the word of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai in sincerity and in truth. So, Brother Arawam from GMS Jamaica, another episode of GMS Intellect. And basically, we just have up on a simple topic because most of them people up on the comment board, when I see them comment, most of them comment and say, yo, leave GMS or all type of things like them I say, like them I think we are profess GMS. We now profess GMS. We profess Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We give honors to the elders of GMS, yes. But GMS is just a name, basically to separate it from all them other Israelite groups. Because if everybody they have the same name, we wouldn't know what we if just have everybody have Israelites. We don't know who with GMS from who with Nate or who with that. The name are just simply for separate we yo. We now give praise and honor to the name. You never see we say yo, all praises to GMS or all praises to Hell Taha and all the endless coming down. We start out by saying all praises to How about Shem Shai. Now basically we have this comment from basically the video name from the GMS mailbag extra part 1, setting the record straight. I have this individual unique Thomas the Third. He says, damn, all these GMS videos against one guy who decides to leave your cult. This is not looking good for GMS. First of all, we're not business who want left GMS from who want stay with GMS. The only thing we business about the elect. And you know them have a next talk with like them say, oh, GMS get for everybody. Well, I don't really say, oh, or them be like say, because you're not part of GMS, make we get point. We don't get from people because they're not part of GMS. We get from people because them not either them not walk right or they not preach right. Because we get from people within GMS. Isaiah come from was once a part of GMS. So we rebuke people who preach false doctrine and those who not preach false doctrine but they're not gonna walk contrary to the scriptures. We're gonna rebuke them. So with that we are going to the first scripture, which is the 2 Timothy 3 verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and it is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. So basically, we use the scripture to do all of that. Whether it be a preach a false doctrine, we use the scriptures and cut that. Whether you walk contrary, we use the scripture and cut that. Now, as pertaining to people that I say, oh, the reason we get on other people because they're not part of GMS. You have the brother Require come basically, he mentioned Israelite camp, I don't remember the name, but basically, them don't have GMS on their name. I want to get on them because what? Them a preach the scriptures the right way. Only time we get found, I want to don't preach the scriptures the right way. Simple as that. So we're going to second scripture. This is Numbers 11 verse 24. And Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and gathered 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud and spake unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it upon the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. But there remained 2 men of the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them. And they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My Lord, forbid them. And Moses said unto him, Envious thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon them. So basically, what me say, you have some man who basically never come out to the tabernacle, but them they are prophesy within the camps. And basically, Joshua did tell Moses to basically stop them. But Moses said? And Moses said unto them, envious thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his spirit upon them. So basically, from you preach from the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua deal with you. We don't get on you, if you walk accordingly. Because if you preach the right thing and you walk disorderly, we'll get on you. But if you preach the right doctrine, well, we'll get on you. So basically, instead of not complain, say, yo, GMS, get on everybody else, well, take the correction and preach the right thing. Preach 100% truth. That's the only reason why we get found. And I have a similar situation like that in the New Testament. It's Luke verse 9, chapter 9, Slakia, verse 49. And John answered and said, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and we forbade him because he followed not us. So we look up the word follow it. Because you think this thing is about GMS, yo. This is not about GMS. It's about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and elect. We not heap on praises to ourselves. We just are telling this truth, say, yo, we are preach 100% truth. And those who not preach 100% truth are get destroyed. We not say because we're not part of GMS, we not get destroyed. And we not walk according to the scriptures, I'll get destroyed. That's how we are said. And the word follow it, this is the Greek word. Akuloteo, and basically it means to follow one who proceeds, to join him as an attendant, to accompany him, to join one as a disciple, become or be his disciple, to side with his party. So basically, John said, because them man now walk with we, with this, we forbid them preaching in your name, yo. And what Yahweh shall say after that? And Yahweh shall said unto him, forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us. So basically, once I preach 100% truth, it don't matter if you have GMS written by your name. Because once you preach where we are preach, basically, you're in a good stead. The scripture says, can two walk together lest they be agree? So basically, we don't have no reason to get by if you preach the right thing. You don't need to have GMS for anything. As a matter, GMS is just a name. It's just a name for differentiate we out. The reason why we get found is because we not either walk contrary or we not preach wrong doctrine. Simple as that. Because you have men who might know the name of the Most High, or might know the name of I'm son, but they basically walk contrary. So we'll get from them. And this example in Acts, Acts 19 verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them that had evil spirit the name of the Lord Yahushua, saying, we adore you by Yahushua whom Paul preached. And there were 7 sons, one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? So basically, not because you know the name of Yahushua, that's not enough either. So that because you're part of GMS and you preach Yahushua now, if you now walk according to the scriptures, you'll get destroyed just the same. So we'll get on you for 2 things. It is that when they preach false doctrine, we'll get fire. If you have this right doctrine and walk disorderly, you'll get fire. If you have the both, you'll get fire. Simple as that. Not have nothing to do with whether a part of GMS yes or no. That's the truth. This is Galatians 1 Slakia, verse 9. It says, verse 8. But though we are an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. And we'll look up the word accursed. So basically, if you preach wrong doctrine, you'll basically say, tell you when if you know you'll get destroyed if you don't repent or change where you teach. Or if you're not, or if you're not walking that way you're supposed to walk. Give a second, still kind of slow. Alright, this is the Greek word. Anathema. Third definition says a thing devoted to God without hope of being redeemed, or if an animal to be slain. So basically, if somebody come to you with 90% truth, 80% truth, and not 100% truth, consider him as an animal we are about to get slain. He said, therefore, a person or thing doomed to destruction. So basically, if you don't have the right doctrine, I will say you get put to death. If you don't change your doctrine to 100% truth. Because even the elders them said, so most of them the top Israelite camp them. All of them are come from the main school. So basically everybody like them will have 90% truth, but they have certain things where them go off one. So basically if you have 90% of truth and 10% lie, you have 100% truth. So we can't deal with it, So you need to have 100% truth. You can't come with 90%. That's why we tell you, so we at GMS have 100% truth. So anybody who have 100% truth, them are the one who basically we now get one. We get one everybody else. Because this is our verse Galatians 1 and 6 says, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ. When I have 90% truth and 80% truth, you pervert the gospel because you're not coming 100% truth. So basically, hope that clear that issue for the brothers. You basically watch them very up on the comment board and say, we are get one people because them are a part of GMS, or because them left GMS. Now because you're part of GMS, that means you're part of elect. And basically, when you preach wrong doctrine, we're supposed to tell you, say, we are God. Because as the first scripture says, we're supposed to, all scripture good for rebuke, doctrine, correction, and instructions in righteousness, So, with that, the brothers were edified. Once Kal Halal, how about Shemi Shai? Double honors to the elders at GMS Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in highways and byways, and the working of Yahweh Shemi Shai in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.